All right, Shalom, Yasharala. Giving infinite honors to our Heavenly Father and our great King, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, Bashem Harakakadash. Double honors to our elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone. The salutation to my fellow laborers in the Mashak Yahushua, pushing his beloved doctrine across the four winds in this fine hour. Shalom. All right, this sit down uh, that I'm about to go into is inspired when I was going to work the other night. You know, it's all connected to prophecy. We see everything. You know, we locking in with prophecy. And on my way to work, I work on a late nighter. The cops were working on a bridge. All right. So while I'm going on my normal route to work, the cops had it cut off. All right. So then I tried to go another route, and then the cops had it cut off. They had a state trooper to be exact, station at the entrance where you go in, all right, to go on my route. And then I tried to go roundabout that way. Then they had another state trooper at the outlet to go in. So I was like, damn, this is how Jacob's trouble and martial law is going to be when the society collapse. This is how this devil is going to be able to lock down the city so easy, okay? Because the Army Corps of Engineers have these maps where they created all of America for the military. All right, the interstate, these highways, they were all created for the military to get from point A to point B. And this devil know how to strategically shut these cities down. Okay, where I was, if they wanted to shut the cities down and you wanted to get out, you couldn't get on the interstate because everywhere I went to turn, they had a cop right there. So you could exchange that cop with military men with MRAPs right there blocking those entrances and exits. All right. And once you do that, you're subdued within your city. All right. It's the scriptures jumping off the book. I say these military men are going to shut these cities down and starve the people so easy just by simply blocking off the interstates and blocking off the highways. It's going to be easy, and it's going to be like a cakewalk. And sometimes when you see these people acting like they're working on bridges fixing the infrastructure, is actually them having test runs to see how they're going to shut your city down. Every city in America is going to get shut down. You're not going to have free course to get on the interstate. In fact, for you to get on the interstate, you're going to get stopped by a military soldier, and you're going to have to have the proper paperwork to travel free course. Okay, when they lock it down this time, the interstates are going to be shut down, and that's how it was when I go to work. And they had it shut down under the guise of we are working on these bridges, we're working on the interstate. But I'm like, you shut it down. They shut the fucking city down. And I got these little clips I'm gonna read. This is not gonna be long that I pulled up. All right, these little things AI answer. All right, and my question was, did the Army Corps of Engineers build the interstates in the U.S.? And this is what they say. Yes, the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers supervised the construction of the interstate highway system in the United States. So, therefore, once you have control of all the roads, all right, all the so-called back highways, so on and so forth, it's nothing to shut down your city, all right? It's nothing but siege people within their gates, all right? This is Deuteronomy 28 and verse, and it's an act of war, okay, on the people. And this is what the Lord said was going to happen in the final hour. All right, this is Deuteronomy 28 and 52, and he shall besiege thee in all thy gates. All right, so you say, how can I get besieged in the blessed America where we have all freedom and liberty? All right, if you get in your vehicle and you're trying to escape all of these calamities, but everywhere you turn, you got military men blocking those entrances, you're besieged in that little part of town where you're at. There's nothing you can do. Because like North Baton Rouge and South Baton Rouge, where we down here at, is separated by a railroad system. All right. If you up in North Baton Rouge, all right, and that fucking railroad runs from the Mississippi River damn near the fucking Denham Springs. So all they have to do is put the train in the middle of the railroad, and you cannot get from South Baton Rouge to North Baton Rouge unless you get on the interstate. So boom, let's say you all right, we'll bypass the where they have the trains, all right, and let's get on the interstate. Then when you go to every interstate entrance, you have military men there. What you gonna do? You're gonna run through them and get your ass amped up? You've just been besieged within your gates. Whatever section of the city you're in, you're stuck there unless you get out on feet. You will not be able to drive by vehicles. So just let you know, you don't have the freedom you think you have in America. And it's prophecy for you to get besieged. All right. And he shall besiege the thy gates, talking about you so-called Negroes, Native Americans, and people of Hispanic descent. And you know, the Lord made good on this word. This happened in 70 AD. And it also happened when Assyria besieged us. But he delivered us out of that one. Okay. Until the high fence walls come down, wherein thou trustest. And these people trust in their cars, their jobs, and their resources. All right. And the Lord is going to take all of that from you overnight. Throughout all the land, and he shall besiege in all thy gates throughout the land, which Yahweh thy power have given thee. Okay. So when you look at this map right here, this is the Army Corps engineers, and they got everything. This is a prison. America is a prison. No matter where you are, they can besiege you in your city. All right. Then let's go further in the city. Then even in your city, they can besiege you in your part of town, man. They can lock you down. All right. Now they can't do that in these rural areas as much because it's not much highways. But in people in these major cities, man, that's gonna be the worst place to be, man. The Lord gonna have to be with you, man. Okay. All right, because Esau got this shit down to a science. How he's gonna trouble the cities, how he's gonna make the people starve, and then how he's gonna make them come to submit to his will. You're gonna suffer so bad, all right, that you're gonna go to him willingly and take whatever he's selling you, all right, because he's gonna subdue you where you live, okay, and he's gonna starve you out. That's how he's ultimately gonna get you. All right, the Federal Aid Act of 1956 provided federal funding for the international interstate highway system, Salakia. The Army Corps engineer worked with private contractors to build these highways. And really, what you think they was doing so you could travel from one end of the nation to the other was actually they built it so they could lock your ass in. All right, we've all been deceived. We all been duped. All right, it's really made for the government to have free course. All right. And when they want to shut it down, they can shut it down where you can't use their shit and only they can use it. All right. To do what? Oppress you. Okay. Yes. Your father, the devil, has done this. The first official stretch of interstate was broken ground on August 13, 1956, outside of Topeka, Kansas. The interstate highway included 41,000 highways, 16,000 entrances and exits, and many bridges and tunnels. And you got a lot of tunnels in America. See, the elite's going to be using these tunnels going to and fro. All right. They got tunnels that go from one end from the East Coast to the West Coast. All right. Now that's where these private owned contractors travel in, and these elites travel in these tunnels. Okay. Like these devils, they got tunnels under their mansions and shit. Like Diddy, they say he had tunnels. All right. This infrastructure is crazy, man, and they could shut it down any second by the snap of a finger. The interstate highway system is served as national defense. You see, so if they say we got to do this for the defense of the nation, stop these terrorists from having free course traveling, that's the reason they're gonna tell you they're locking down the system. But when they're locking it down in the name of defense, they're locking you down, and you're gonna be in the prison, and you're not gonna be able to go get food, water, and raiment. All right. When your resources are depleted, guess what? You're just suffering in that area where they have locked you down, okay? With mile-long stretches of concrete pavement. This is a concrete jungle. The way we live here in America is not the way we're going to be living in the kingdom. It has something called grounding. When your feet is on the ground and you're touching the earth, man, you have the vibration from the earth, and that electrical impulses vibrate. It makes you more healthy, okay? This concrete jungle actually it is actually disconnecting you from the vibration of the earth. We're connected, like that movie with the big blue people, where they was taking care. Avatar. That's a good depiction how we're supposed to be living, man. Okay, all right, because the Lord said He's going to destroy him to destroy the earth. When the Lord first put us in the garden, He told Adam to tend to the garden. That means take care of it, govern over it. All right, keep it clean and healthy. All right, all this concrete everywhere, that's destroying the earth. Okay, all right, the concrete pavement that can be used as emergency landing strips for military aircraft. And that's about to be the theme of the day, man. You're going to have Apache helicopters over your hood, iRobots in your hood. All right, when you think you could just jump in your car and go to and fro. No, you're going to have military checkpoints. You're not just going to be able to go from one hood to the other, one side of town to the other. All right, because they're going to strategically shut them down. Okay. All right. This is from a website called U.S. government. Okay. And it says U.S. Army Corps of Engineers. The Army Corps of Engineers provided public engineering services in peace and war. You see, we living in a time of war. In a time of war, they're going to shut that shit down. Okay. To strengthen national security. That's what these highways are for. It's only for the military, truth be told, okay? To energize the economy and reduce risk from disasters, okay? And the main disaster, the reason they're going to shut it down is going to say because of national security and T-Rex attacks. That's the lie they're going to put on you. When in all actuality, they're going to be the one bringing these attacks, okay? They're going to be the one bringing in these false flags to shut you down and oppress you, all right, and starve your ass out. Now, let me show you something else, okay? This one. Now, this motherfucker heavy right here. They don't only control the highways, they control the waterways. That's why the Army Corps engineers have a futuristic route. Oh, I should have had that damn map for this sit down. And I know if I go to look for it, I'm not going to find it. Let me type it in. I hope that map pops up. You got Louisiana and California underwater. See, because they control these waterways, man. They can really flood you out. And I think that's what in 2005 with Katrina, in 2016 with Baton Rouge, that those were test runs. I think they're really going to flood this place out with all these locks and dams they have. Army Corps of Engineers. I hope that picture pops up. Okay. This is not the one I'm looking for, but it's saying me. All right. It got one where it showed the states underwater. Let me see. And for them to make a map like that, it lets you know that they're gonna flood it. I don't got the one I want. I look for it one day. I think I got it on my phone, but it ain't gonna do no good on this doggone laptop. It got one where they got California underwater and Louisiana underwater, and like Actually, half of America was cut inside. They flooded all the way up to the Midwest. A lot of the Midwestern states were underwater. I should have got that one first, but shit, I know I'm pressed for time, so I'm not gonna be able to get it. But up here it's kind of close. Man, I just saw one. Where is that? All right, this close to it. You see how you see Florida right here as a big peninsula, but then right here, that the majority of the state is underwater. That's how I had it for California and Louisiana. But all of California and Louisiana was underwater. Okay. And it was from the Army Corps of Engineers. And now that I think about it, a big piece of Florida was underwater on the picture I'm talking about. Okay, but let me get back to the article. This part here. This is the Army Corps of Engineers website when they're showing you the locks that they have. Okay, click on lock icon below. This is their website right here. Click on like icon shown below to access latest lock status update. The information is updated daily by lock personnel and provides the navigation community with situational awareness about lock closures, queues, and gauge data. And it says, if you have any questions pertaining to future lock straws, please stand in the point context list on the Earth's lock. Okay. All right. And right here, if you don't understand what you're seeing, where you see the green, this is where all these green places is where this devil has control of the waterways. He could lock them up, these dams and canals. All right. And guess what happened when he locked them up? He could flood places out. He could open them and let them have free course. He controls the waterways. So if you can control the waterways, he can like flood all of southern Louisiana just lie about it, okay? Because all of these things you see in the green is the waters that have free course. Now, what happens if he lock it all and start play with the Earth's and plates with that HAARP technology, all right, and start a little water surge, a little mini earthquake, and he can really flood a place scientifically, methodically, okay? Because he has control of the fucking waters, the water flow. And water is powerful. Water is more powerful than any gun, okay? When water gets its power and its rush, water is stronger than a lot of things, man. Water is powerful. Those surges, man, it would knock over buildings. All right. It would just take over the fucking landmass, okay? And he has control over that too. So it's gonna be a lot of so-called natural catastrophes that he's gonna use to flood people out, okay? He's gonna make the people suffer. All right. And the Lord is, ultimately using him. Okay. So let's get in these precepts. All right. He's gonna when you get to the main precept, I'm gonna bring out, the basic one. Go to 2nd Ezra 15. He's gonna lock these cities down strategically, man, because he's done the way he built the infrastructure. The military built the infrastructure, and the American military is the military of Satan. Okay, it's easy for him to lock them down and oppress the people. It's going to be very easy. He just need the right lie to come up with to say, give the people reasons why he's doing it. It's nothing to him. And if you don't know that this is the devil the Bible speak of by now, you will know when he implement all these things. Okay. This is second Ezra's. All right. Let me get my precepts. All right. 15. And I'm gonna start at verse 16. All right. For there shall be sedition amongst men, uprisings. Okay. All right. And that's what this devil's gonna do, man. He's gonna disrupt the banking system, the economy, okay, the money system. All right. And people are not going to be able to take care of their families. So you're going to have uproars amongst the people. All right. People are going to come out protesting against the government, screaming bloody murder. Okay. Oh, I know what I want to bring out. This is the way this devil is going to be controlling people too.
Are usually rested in the pens for several hours before they go up to the slaughter line. This allows them to settle down.
This is how you're going to do the humans when this is what he was doing us when I was going to work the other night.
Fill the pens properly.
All right, they open the gate. You can only go the way they direct you, and that's what you're going to have the spirit for. Okay. The way they was guiding us to go where we wanted to go, they could guide you straight into a barrage of bullets. The way they do cattle is the same way they can control the traffic flow here in America. Okay, the same way they make cattle go through these corridors to these slaughterhouses to their deaths. That's the same way they control the interstate. The interstate is no different. All right, like you people, when you're on the interstate and then you have these military officers on both sides directing traffic, you're no different than these cattle going to their slaughter right now. You have to go wherever they direct you in the traffic. That's how they direct you. You'll be going straight to somewhere where they're gonna to a dead end. They're gonna tell you get out your car, all right, and then put you on a trailer somewhere. Okay, we're no different than cattle here in America, man. These cattle have to go wherever these corridors that they're built is taking them. Okay, look, that's what this infrastructure is made for. You people, you are those cattle. You could go wherever he tells you to go. All right, sheep to the slaughter, man. He has full control. Full control. That's what the interstates are like. The slaughterhouse where you see these cows going to their deaths. These cows are following. They're following the traffic, and the traffic is taking them to their death. Okay. And that's what these elites call the peoples of the earth, Goyim. They liken you to Goyim, dumb beasts, man. Okay. This is 2 Ezra 15 and 16. For there shall be sedition amongst men, invading one another. All right. And they're going to be doing it because of lack of bread. They shall not regard kings or princes. All right. And when people revolt against the government system, is because their life isn't good. They don't have food, water, and raiment. All right. So this devil's going to lock them in. All right. And these people are going to be in derision because they're going to be hungry, starving, and sick. And the course of their actions will stand in their power, and they're going to come against the government. But the government has already passed the legislation so they can shoot the people up. See, everything is by design. All right. You got to have a spirit to have eyes to see. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. All right. And the reason they're not is because you can see the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers controls the highway system. All right. So when all hell break loose, what does it say up here? What I just read? All right. The Army Corps Engineer provide public engineering services in place in peace and war to strengthen national security. So during the time of so-called war, when they're going to tell you America's under attack, okay, they're going to shut down the fucking cities, man. They're going to shut it down, all right? And you shall desire to go in the city and shall not be able to. If your mama stay in a town over on the other side of town, all right, you don't have the proper documentation, they're not going to let you go to your mother, all right? So if she's old and decrepit, she's going to starve. If she's used to you coming to cut the grass or fix her something to eat or give her insulin or whatnot, you know, you go check on your mama like once or twice a day, you're not going to be able to get to her because they're going to shut down the cities, man. All right, these prophecies are going to come to pass. For because of the prize of the city shall be because of their pride, the city shall be troubled. The houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. Okay, and men, and that's another thing. When they shut the cities down and people are void of resources, people are going to start slaying one another. They're going to be afraid because they're going to be killing one another for bottled waters and canned goods. A man should have no pity on his neighbor. See, when y'all all locked down, all right, and everybody's stomach touching their back, men are going to turn violent, and they're going to raise their heel against their neighbors who they've been around their whole lives. All right, it's going to be the law of the jungle going to be instituted, survival of the fittest, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. Okay, so everything that's going on is all by design, man. Okay, it's all by design. They're gonna literally shut this place down, man. All right, they're gonna have army soldiers at every interstate entrance, and outside of that, they're gonna have them where they're gonna lock you down even stronger, even where you stay. Okay, you're not even gonna be able to go forget getting on the interstate. You ain't gonna be able to go from one place to another just in your section. Y'all love them hoods. Y'all love repping those hoods. You gonna die in them hoods. All right, and they're gonna have robots around them motherfucker governing them motherfuckers, man. Okay, you gonna have robots, robots walking around you, making sure you in for curfew. Your ass out for curfew, they're gonna pop you with a heat-seeking bullet. And don't think you gotta run them. They're gonna run your ass down, man. That's horsepower. Shit. All right. That's why I say, blessed are your eyes for you can see. All right. The Lord have mercy on you when you can see and understand, man. When you see and understand, then you start preparing yourself. Because this is what the end look like, and it's coming. All right. Ezekiel 7:15. The sword is without. Okay, and the pestilence and the famine within. So you try to, if you are fortunate to get out the city, you're gonna have the sword waiting for you out in that damn field, out in the country, in the rural areas. You're gonna have them fucking Edomite militia groups killing anybody they see. That's dark, that like the elder down here say, anybody darker than a brown paper bag, they're gonna kill you on sight. And if you stay in the city, you're gonna starve to death. He that is in the field shall die with the sword. All right. He that do make it to the rural area, if the Lord ain't with you, it don't matter. According to Psalms 127:1, you could go in the rural area, stockpile, and have a set of skills to survive in the wilderness. If the Lord ain't with you, you're not going to make it. And he that in the city, the famine and the pestilence shall devour. Okay. When you locked in, if the famine don't kill you, disease is going to kill you. Okay. You got to pray more, be locked in more. All right, because these things, the Lord say, go give them warning from me. The Lord raised up his servants to tell you what's coming down the pipe. This is what's coming down the pipe. And it's going to be nasty. It's going to be nasty. All right, Isaiah 1:7. Oh, no, that's it, Ezekiel. I need Isaiah, Salaki. That was going into the chariot breakdown. Those fleet chariots on Ezekiel 1. I need Isaiah 1. Let's get it. All right. Isaiah chapter 1, verse 7. All right. Your country is desolate. This is what's going to happen to every city near you, America. Your cities are burnt with fire. All right. Yep. This infrastructure is going to collapse. That's why they're talking about building these 15-minute cities. All right. They want to put y'all all in a confinement, close space, so they can control you better, like you do livestock. Your land, strangers devour it in your presence. All right, that's what we just read. Because of the lack of bread, people are going to spoil one another, and it is desolate, as overthrown by strangers. And the daughter of Zion is left like a cottage in a vineyard, as a lodge in a garden of cucumbers, as a besieged city. And you're going to be besieged within thy gates. Okay? You're going to be spoiled. And when you besiege, man, people not just going to be trying to get your resources. Women become resources in times like that. People going to come in there and just take your daughters out and just have their way with them. All right? Women become spoiled during times of war. Booty. All right? You know? So I told this one wasn't gonna be long. So Abba Ratazai, this was edifying to the hearers. I'm gonna give double honors to our elder apostles. No, Salakia, give infinite honors, Salakia, to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahushua Ba'Shem Karkadash, and double honors to our elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone. And salutation to our fellow laborers in the Mashiach Yahushua. Kwam Yasharala, Abba, Shalom.